Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Wednesday night multiplayer stream. The games that were on offer tonight would have included Splatoon 2, Mortal Kombat 11 for the Switch, and World War Z, which I thought might win, but people love their Splatoon 2, so, what can you do except play into what the people want? So, tonight we're going to be playing Splatoon 2. I went ahead and skipped through the update intro, which usually takes forever, and I hate that you can't just quick skip that. You have to keep tapping A over and over again to get through it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dive right in, and then if anybody wants to join up, by all means, feel free to do so. Sushi, Adrian, how are you guys doing? Hey, I have no complaints with you being early at all, Sushi. How's your day been? I kind of want to switch weapons because I feel like I always use the roller, but I like it so much. And this thing, I was thinking about it, the thing I like about the roller is it's just meant for laying down paint, and that's really what I like to do more than anything. I'm not, I don't really play this with the mindset of like a Call of Duty player or something like that. Zachary Powell, what's up, man? You truly are here. I'm gonna try a completely different weapon at random. Well, maybe not true random, but something that is not a paint roller. Guess I'll just have him hurry it up. But even then, it seems like it's kind of slow. Coming for you, Josh. I do not doubt it, Pro Jake. And how are you doing tonight? Sam, what's going on? Happy midweek to you, my friend. Okay, I'm going to try the... Let's see. Can I afford this? Yeah, I've got enough for that. I'm gonna try this. And if it's absolutely horrible, I'll switch later. Tiny changes, not massive ones. Doing great, sadly I can't play with you since I'm working on studying for my finals. Ugh, you need to get your priorities straight, Cynthia, okay? As I listen to you in the background, well, I will absolutely take the watch time. Thank you for that. I'll stop being insulting now that you're being such a sweetheart. What Splatfest team am I choosing? That's a good question. What are the options? It's Teleport, and what was the other one again? I'm not sure I remember. Do some regular battle turf wars. But probably Teleporters, because, I mean, I'm enough of a Nightcrawler fan that I have a tattoo of him, so I feel like if I didn't do teleporting, it would be a disservice to him, my favorite X-Man, so. It's like, says, nothing much, finished with my second year of college and unofficially have my bachelor's degree. Congratulations, man. Time traveling versus teleportation. I've gotten enough, time traveling this summer already, so I would go teleportation. Plus, Nightcrawler's going to be in the new X-Men movie that comes out on my birthday, so I will be very curious to see if that's any good. I hope it's good, but I feel like we've already done the Dark Phoenix saga, but whatever. At least I play my favorite song. Got the last of my finals done in freshman year of high school. Very nice, Sam. Oh no, I'm getting cornered. This gun is going to take some getting used to. You have to let it charge up. Oh, it's powerful, though. Look at that. It got splatted so fast. Oh, I do like that. I might have to be stealthy. I have to sneak up on people, I think. No, I want sushi. No, I take that back. I had some sushi. I took my mom out to House Japan for Mother's Day, and we did have some sushi. It was veggie roll, though, so I don't think that really counts. But she is allergic to shellfish, so there's really nothing I could do there. Kind of her day, so I feel like if I'd pressed some sort of a fish roll, probably wouldn't have been the best move. Enjoying the start of my summer vacation, 75% done with my solo run on Dead Island. Very nice. I did get Dead Island. The case is over there. But I will be able to play it with you and Adrian. That is an excellent suggestion, Sushi. And completely appropriate. Oh, I couldn't get out of the ring. How many people can play Dead Island at once? Is it four players? I wonder if I can make that an option for the multiplayer stream. Does Sushi actually have Sushi superpowers? Perhaps she'll make a video performing wonders. I don't know if Sushi actually creates sushi. It never occurred to me to ask. This thing lays down a fair amount of pain. Those dualies. Ridiculous. Good game. There's a really good sushi place in Columbus that starts with an A. What is that one, Sam? I think the only one pure sushi place I'm familiar with is what is it, Sushiko? But that's up on East Gamesview Boulevard, and I think it may have even closed down. Burning up here. That's the only problem with moving the streaming setup upstairs, is all the heat rises, and there's like a billion electronic components going in here right now anyways, so it's pretty toasty. And I'm sure that's only going to get worse as summer sets in. I have to get like a fan or something from up here, but then I have to make sure that it's not going to impact the audio. We have Jaken in here. Pro Jaken. We'll see about... When can you change your name back, Jaken? Basically free for now until if I have a job or if I have to help my parents with stuff. LOL. Nice. Finally, I can let my rage out. We will see. Actually, no, you're just on my team. Get us a path, Jaken. Jaken, what was that? Oh, they're trying to get me. Yes, everyone, my powers are similar yet different from my cousin. Tooth Fairy, you might have heard of her. Anyway, just steal things from people's fridges and leave sushi rolls as my payment. Nice. It was a mistake to change your username, Jake, and I understand the allure of the gag, I really do, and yet, it's a heavy price to pay, my friend. I can get centered up in the camera. Keep fidgeting. And Jake, and I don't know if you caught the video earlier, but I would love to hear what some of the worst games are in your collection. That was a fun thing. I'm glad the Tarks challenged me on that and included me in that list of other cool creators. It was a fun video to put together. It just took a while because I couldn't figure out what was, you know, what I didn't really have a good idea of objectively what were the worst games. But it was still a fun project to work on. Ugh. I was getting too cocky with that one. Jake, and I'm coming to you. Also, that's something else. Jake, and somebody else was going to help me test, but if you want to help me test Discord integration at some point, maybe even this weekend, that would be super. Because I would like to grant on-stream voice chat for people that I know that, you know, are gonna keep it fairly PG, since I do try to keep it family friendly here on the channel. And I know you can muster it, even if it's completely against your nature. Ah, couldn't keep a beat on him. Yes, I did play Monster Hunter briefly earlier. I'm trying to get familiar with it because I will be playing that late night, although I won't be streaming it. Although, Kawaii Lola may be streaming, I'm not sure. But I'm going to be playing with her and Daniel on Friday night at midnight after the Chillcast. But the problem with that is I'm garbage at Monster Hunter, so I was trying to refamiliarize myself with the controls so I don't do too awful at it. You know, come Friday night at midnight. Snowbunny, what's going on? Snowbunny, do you play Monster Hunter World? Because if I wasn't going to play that, I would probably want to play Warframe with you this weekend. That's like my big late night chill out times, like Friday night and Saturday night between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. It's when I'm not really working on stuff, and I actually just kind of relax a little bit. Sometimes I'll stream that late, but not often lately. And with a new stream coming that is going to be very particularly focused within the direction of helping people with their channels, you know, I'm not sure how much energy I'll have to do multiple streams on the weekend, but we'll see. Josh, I don't buy bad games. LOL. Did you buy Fallout 76? Because it's a bad game. What system do you have Warframe on, Zachary? Because Snowbunny and I were playing it together on the Switch. I have Monster Hunter Ultimate. That's also on the Switch, right, Snowbunny? Maybe you could help me train there for whenever I play Monster Hunter World. So awesome. That will be fun to see you stream Monster Hunter World with Lola and Dan. I don't know if I'm going to stream it, but if Daniel or Lola are streaming it, you know, that would be fun. You'll voice chat with me? Thanks, Jakin, for gracing me with your presence. The new stream is going to be starting up on, I think with the direction I'm leaning is it's going to be Saturdays around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not sure. It might be a little earlier, like 10 in the morning. I'm still trying to sort that out. And the other thing is I have to make sure that I have good topics. Like, a lot of the content I put out on Mondays, I think, lends itself well to that sort of a stream. But the other thing is it's going to be different because, you know, normally I stay pretty engaged with chat the entire time that I'm streaming, whether I'm, you know, playing games or, you know, if I'm on the Chillcast, I usually do it just through the chat period, not necessarily in voice. But for this, it's going to be different. Like, for the most part, the first half of the show, I'm not going to be keeping up with chat very much, but then I will at the end, or in the last half of the stream, to, like, you know, answer questions or have discussion or whatever. But the first part of it's going to be very similar to the videos that I do on Mondays. It'll probably just be a discussion or something that is helpful initially. And that's the thing, I don't have all the answers yet. I really don't. But that's okay, because I'm a big believer in, you know, diving into something before you're ready. So, aside from some light prep, you know, it's basically going to be an entirely new experiment on the channel. We'll see how it goes. A little nervous, but I'm also, you know, I do like a challenge. You should try Killer Instinct on Xbox One. You know, I should try that. I always just assumed it wasn't going to be very good. I don't know if that's because I had so much fondness for the original Killer Instinct, and I also didn't like Killer Instinct Gold that much, but I should try it sometime. Monster Hunter World's $20 right now? Like, what, on PSN? You got room in your lobby for a Splatoon 2? Of course, Loki! You are always welcome here. Are we already friends on the Switch? I don't remember, buddy. If we are, and I forgot, I'm sorry. It's funny, that was one of the things that I didn't end up including it in the video that's coming out Monday, but I'm basically doing a video about some of the challenges of being a gaming channel on YouTube. One of the things I was going to include, but I didn't know if it had enough weight to it, was it's hard to keep up with everyone's identities, because people will often have a different social media name versus a different channel name versus a different, like, Xbox Live gamer tag, so I constantly get people confused. Josh, I believe you have all the answers. I'm glad you believe that. That makes one of us, Cynthia. Somebody says, that's cool, I'm probably going to tune in, planning to reboot my channel, but in a different aspect. Right on, I'm very curious. If you can share anything, I would love to hear it, but, you know, if you're playing that close to the vest right now, because, you know, I would totally understand that, that's cool, too. Okay, yeah, if we're already friends, man, I mean, what's your name on there, Loki? Are you Loki? Because that would make it easier. My favorite fighting game is probably the Mortal Kombat series. I would love to say that I'm nuanced enough to you know, talk about something more obscure, but I'm not. I've been playing Mortal Kombat since I was like 8 years old, I want to say. And, you know, I love that it's still around. I love that 25 years later I can still play Mortal Kombat. That's so great. Ooh, also, but a strong argument could also be made for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which was probably my favorite Dreamcast game. And then I remember I bought it for the PlayStation 2 when it came out, and I had to pay like $80 for it pre-owned. And now I think it's like a fraction of that cost. It's funny, a lot of games used to go through this thing where they were very expensive, you know, because you thought that was going to be like the last remake they did, for example. I think that particularly would happen with the Resident Evil games on GameCube, but now those are not nearly as expensive as they used to be. Those used to be up to like $80, $90, not so much now. Somebody says, well, you know, I'm in a regular podcast now. Sadly, it is live the same time you stream. Oh, wait, like right now? I don't think I knew that. If we talked about it and I forgot, I'm sorry. But I would like to listen to it. I have voice chatted with you, and I know your voice is fantastic, so I'm sure that is a real boon to the podcast. Oh, so you are waiting to start it right now. Is it on YouTube, or is it, like on iTunes? What are you doing Saturday night, Josh? Saturday night, I will be relaxing, probably, and or streaming here. Something for fun. So probably something like Days Gone. Maybe one of the new Switch games I got, like My Time at Porsche. I'm really excited to try that out and see how it is. Zexus just got Monster Hunter World for the PS4. Nice, man. Maybe we can play together sometime. YouTube? Is that on your channel? Hold on a second. Snow Bunny, you just got wrenched if you want to drop a link there for me. Oh, it gets uploaded to iTunes later? Okay. So is it a video podcast in that there's a lot going on visually, or is it predominantly audio, but that's just a way for you guys to sort of get on stream and like Google Hangout style, and then you turn it into an audio podcast? Because, and the reason I ask is because, like, if it's something that I could listen to while I'm just, like, you know, doing stuff around the house or whatever, I would be very interested in that. Is it video game based? Tell me more. Josh is coming to my house with a glow-in-the-dark cartridge Saturday night. I thought you had a glow-in-the-dark cartridge for me, Skylar. I thought that's how that was. Is that not the case? Do we have a misunderstanding? Are we cross, Skylar? Channel is Dirt Griggity. Audio all the way. Can't wait for you to stream My Time at Porsche. I'll probably end up doing it sometime this weekend then, Sushi, because it was either that. I feel like that's the kind of game that could be fairly chill. Like, I want to stream Days Gone, but I'm also really selfish because I want to play it and appreciate the story myself, so I may just hold on to that one. And I feel like I need a better focus for my video game content here. It's been driving me crazy, and I am prone to overthinking. It's just part of my personality. But, you know, I don't know what people like the most on the channel. If you guys want to chime in, I would love to hear it. Like, do you guys like when I review stuff? Do you prefer, like, when I do list format stuff like I did today, like the worst games in my collection and things like that? You know, I'm wondering if I'm just getting too broad with the video game content. I need to just focus on doing one thing well, like just reviews or just list-type videos. So if you guys have any insight, very open to that discussion. No! Oh no, get out of the yellow. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Did I survive? Nope. One day we will clear this up, YourPlayerTwo. One day we will. Discard. It's about video gaming news and stuff going on. Right on. Those are the kind of podcasts I can really get into. Because I don't rapidly, or rapidly I should say, absorb video game news the way that I used to. Like, I might check the highlights on like the Nintendo Switch subreddit, because that's, you know, it's my favorite platform. But beyond that, I don't really seek it out the way I used to. Coming in, are we doing Discord too, Josh? We are not doing Discord until I get the integration sorted out, and that's something I aim to do hopefully with Jaken this weekend, is to get that sorted. And Loki, you've been on here enough. I feel like I could trust you to be family friendly on the channel. I barely know if I trust Jaken. I'm just saying that so I can you strong arm him with charm to help me test, and then I'm never gonna let him on. It's really cruel. The streaming stuff doesn't hit me for obvious reasons, but the video making stuff hits me, and I love it. So what you're saying that like the streams that I normally do, you're not as into as the pre-produced stuff? Is that what you mean, Disc? Product reviews have been on point for me too. I like doing product reviews, and that's one of the things, like, I almost wonder if I shouldn't, because the big three for this channel, and it's, you know, it's in that intro stinger that I use on all the videos now, is tips, games, and gear. People seem to respond really positively to the tips, and I love doing it. Good game, everyone. But, you know, I also want to make sure there's video game stuff. But then also, and the thing that I'm changing is I used to just sort of do gear that I found that was helpful for production, period. But now I'm really trying to focus on gaming gear. So, as an example, like a new audio mixer would probably not be a good fit for a Friday video. But if there were an audio mixer that paired particularly well with the Elgato or something like that, then it might be. You know, I'm trying to very much stay in the middle part of that Venn diagram between gamer and YouTuber. And I think I've done a better job this year, but I haven't quite hit my stride, but we'll see how it goes. So she says, I also can't trust Jacob to be family friendly. No, you can't. You cannot. I have Monster Hunter World downloaded right now. If anything, just message me on Twitter, and I'll try to hop on during my free time. Absolutely, man, because I could definitely use the help. I tried to do something briefly today, and I got wrecked. It was horrible, and it's one of the early missions. This is when you talk about streaming tips versus talk about video making tips. Okay, so that's the content that you like, then. Jake says, I can be family friendly, I just dislike it. Well, I appreciate your sacrifice, sir. Oak City's in the house! Audio mixer would be a good one, and that's one of the things that was weird. I was talking to my dad the other day, and he was like, you know, you do a lot of video stuff, and you'll do editing stuff here and there, but he was like, you hardly ever touch on audio, and that's something I would like to do. I would actually like to improve the audio on this channel. I don't think it's terrible. The shotgun mic serves me well on the T3i, which isn't my primary shooter now. Now it's the Sony Franklin, which is my goofy term for the FDR-AX53, which is terrible. But you know, I would like to look into different streaming microphones, for example, or just some basic things that you can do in post for audio. Like, I've heard people talk about noise gates and suppression and stuff, and what I ought to do is I ought to hit up Abaddon. I know he knows that stuff way better than I do. Maybe I could just bring him on the channel for an interview or something like that. Which is something else I'd like to do with those Saturday streams, really, is start interviewing some other YouTubers in the gaming space explicitly. Unless it's somebody outside the gaming space who I think has clear benefit to the gaming space. And I think that would be a lot of fun. I would have to imagine at least a few people in here would be down for an interview. Which I don't think I'm going to structure it as like a legit, like, hardcore interview or something. But really just like a getting to know you stream. Because a lot of the people in here, a lot who I consider friends and everything at this point, we haven't really got a ton of time to talk one-on-one necessarily, so I thought it would be fun to try to do that on a Google Hangout if anyone will be willing to. Rode for life? Yes, I love Rode products. Get good? Yes, I'm trying. I swear, Josh, we're playing A Way Out Saturday and testing the Discord chat. It has been written. I think I can probably deal with that. But the thing is, I'm not free in the morning/afternoon because that's when Jason's coming over, and we're finally gonna launch YourPlayerTwo shirts. Shameless plug there for the first YourPlayerTwo merchandise to be sold. Which I almost wonder if I should have done that through year one, but truthfully, I didn't have as good of an understanding of the direction of the channels I do in year two, so I feel better launching them now. Since Final Fantasy X is coming out for the Switch, how about streaming it? I could do that. I have Final Fantasy X for the Switch, and I'm not opposed to it, and that is the kind of chill game that, if you did watch that video, another shameless plug, that I advocate for. Plus, you know, RPGs are probably my second or third favorite game type behind action-adventure or FPS. Mainly because they always have better stories. FPSs usually have garbage stories. Can anyone in the chat tell me a first-person shooter that had a phenomenal story? I would say BioShock, maybe, which was barely a shooter in some regard. I'd be down for a hangout once in a while. Right on, man. I will add you to the list then. You can help me get through that. There we go. Finally got someone. Also, if I ever voice chat, I'll definitely keep it PG-13 for you, even though I'm not a YouTuber. Fair enough. Well, that's the thing. Not everyone who would be in voice chat for these streams would be a YouTuber necessarily. You know, that's fine. It's not a prerequisite to hang out on this channel or something. It's just, you know, that's the audience that I would like to serve. Josh is so engaged with eye contact. Excellent use of the word slash. Wait, what, did I say slash? Just now? Are we supposed to stand on a desk? Wait, I don't know what you're saying right now. Oh, I'm convinced that your sole purpose in coming to the streams is to upset and disturb Joshua. Are these hangouts close on or off? Trying to stay family friendly right now. Doing my best. They are close on disc. I'll respond more hilariously on Twitter or something. Doom 2016? Okay, I could maybe. Well, that's the thing though. I still have to finish Doom 2016 because I got it on the Switch. I let a buddy borrow it, and I got it back recently, but I'm still like 3 or 4 levels from the end. See, I like Halo, and sometimes they have a good story, but not every time. And the thing that always bugs me about the Halo games is I feel, and maybe it's gotten better in later entries because I haven't finished Halo 5, admittedly, but like it seems a lot of the environments just don't have a purpose. Like, they're just technical and like futuristic looking for the sake of being futuristic looking without having like a clear indication of what their purpose is. That's super nitpicky on my part, I'm sure. But I really like when people take the care to create environments that I feel like they could have been believably lived in or believably served a function for, you know, whatever NPCs exist within that particular game. Scar, up to you, we'll never know. Me, personally, love Josh all his boss fighting glory. Who do you think I am? Jaken, or I'm pro Jaken. Don't take that one back. The first Halo game had the best theme song ever. That's hard to argue. I can't listen. Now, the music in that was phenomenal. I can't. Every time there's a new Halo that's about to come out, I'll listen to that soundtrack for about a week straight leading up to its release, just because I had a blast going to the midnight launch for Halo 2, which was one of the best midnight launches I ever went to, short of, like, I don't know, like some World of Warcraft midnight launches, which were a little bit more packed with, you know, passionate fans. I'd be that one person who could go on for days about all different kinds of games I've played over the years. That's a good thing, though. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I have to make sure that I have a clear focus for the stream that's going to be happening on Saturdays, and I don't. I have a pretty good idea, but again, still some work still needs to be done. But it is definitely starting within the next few weeks. That much I can assure you, because I don't have a choice for reasons I will explain likely on the first one. I'm trying to plan my attack. I need to find my teammates. Whoa, need some cover. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Oof. Sorry, Aaron. That was rough. RPGs are best played during the summer. I could get behind that. I think one of my favorite summertime RPGs I ever played was Eternal Sonata. I really, as the weather gets nicer, again, I've talked about this on the channel before, I am a seasonal gamer. There are certain games I just like to play during the summertime. A lot of sports games, like arcadey sports games, not legit sports games. I'm never going to be that kind of a gamer. Josh, I'd be fine if you went off on a tangent and started talking about the best way to care for your puppy. Care for a puppy on your weekend stream. I just might. I could probably make an argument for how to balance being a gaming YouTuber with other real-world responsibilities and include the puppy in that discussion. That might make sense. Bit of a stretch, but I might be able to make it work. Plus, she's named after a video game character, Shell. Yeah, my thing with Shell normally is, you know, working from home with her. I was spending the entire day in the kitchen with her initially as she was a little bit younger, but now she's gotten a little bit older. I come up here to work for the day job, and then I check on her basically like once every hour or so. I'll go down and, you know, say hi, give her some love, make sure she gets some treats and some belly rubs, that kind of thing. Good game. Grab Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus Collector's Edition. I'm stoked to play this huge Collector's Edition, and it's only a bit over $60. I've seen that. Is that still available? I bet that's, like, cheap on Amazon right now. Hold on a second. Because that was for PS4, right? Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. The limited edition? Is that what it was? Also, I have to get the Splatoon 2 soundtrack. Random thought. Yeah, Josh, I was just here watching your stream, and I was putting a Wii copy of Arcade Hits pack, Gunblade NYLA machine guns away, and all my collection fell over. That sounds awful. So are you guys going to do the actual response video to Tarks as well? I'm curious. Like, it's weird. Like, I like the idea of, you know, I don't necessarily like to put people on the spot, but I also think it's, like, fun to call out other people who I think would be good in a collaboration like that. And I figured it was just a natural fit for you, Oak City. I plain discard. Keep my name out your mouth, Oak City. Pro Jacob, you be nice to people. I'll take that wrench away in a heartbeat. Dude, jump on it. It's a steal. $92? That's a steal for you? Have you played the game yet, or are you just entranced by the collector's edition? Because I'll be honest, that happens to me sometimes. Thinking of you, Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition. Wait, you found it for $48? Where did you find it for $48? And what is in that collector's edition that makes it so good? I wonder if it does normal for subscribers and others to be nervous when they personally chat with their favorite YouTubers? I think it just depends on the personality. Like, I think some people are naturally just nervous in social situations, period, whether it's online or off. I was that way. Not really, like, I didn't really get nervous about, like, a particular individual. I was just always a lurker online because I was, like, you know, convinced that whatever I said would come off stupid, or, you know, I would have just, like, a goofy opinion or something like that. But over time, I just sort of forced myself, because you can't really be on YouTube and not be social. You just don't have a choice. What, are you nervous, Zach? Pro Jacob says, I'll ban you, Josh. Keep it up, Jacob. I'll have Snowbunny be your first, or I'll make you Snowbunny's first victim. Oh no, he's gonna get me. No, he's not. I'm good. $48, I'll send you a link. Thank you, Discard. Yeah, I'm definitely curious. Mario Kart, what's up, man? Sorry, I had the chat minimized because I was looking at Collector's Edition, because Discard knows the fastest way to my heart is a good deal on a limited edition. It's possible, but it's tough to get the other guys. I gotcha. Well, I'm assuming like every video that you guys do has to be a group effort, right? I mean, it's not. There aren't Joel-specific videos or something like that, right? To do stuff, I'll probably personally do one. Okay, yeah. So I guess that answers my question. Yeah, and let me ask you, Discard. I'm curious, man. Do you ever feel like once you find a collector's edition that bottoms out too hard on price, that at that point, even though you've told yourself like, oh, I'm gonna wait for a price drop, at that point it's not worth it because it seems less valuable? Because I can tell you, I saw the Mighty Number 9 collector's edition over and over, and I saw that thing drop as low as like $9, and I was still like, meh, that seems too high, because I feel like it gets devalued at a certain point. A big figure, art book, CD, card deck, well-reviewed Falcom game. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't get that word out. The next thrifting game is a solo effort, sort of. How so, man? Ooh, death from above. That was painful. Oh, we might have gotten that one. I don't know. Ooh, it looks close. Oh, look at that. Good game. The next did you see the last video? No, I think I took footage from it for my video, and I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. Oak, I'm so sorry. I actually made a list of the videos I need to go, because I also need to watch the Do You Nerds video, the VGM unboxing that they were doing. Zach says, I've been chatting with you, Fabian and Adrian. It was fun chatting with you guys, but sometimes it's hard to tell if you guys are busy. I usually am the one guy who tries not to interrupt others. First off, I can really appreciate you being considerate like that, but no, man, like, I don't always get back to everyone immediately, but I try to get back to everyone eventually. It really just depends on the day. Some days I'm slammed with day job work and I can't really respond. Some days I'm just forgetful. But, you know, I wouldn't worry about being a nuisance or something if that's where you're going with that, Zachary. Also, do you prefer Zachary or Zach? I think Falcom games are worth the jump. Ease like Hermosa of Dana have me hooked. They have a nice following for their games, too. See, that's another game that I still need to finish, is Ease 8, which I started, and has some of the most fluid combat I've ever seen in a game. Oak says, let me explain, or let me sum up. Sure. DGC says, I've been super busy lately. Oh yeah, are you jumping in? That Game Collector, are you already in here? Sorry, I'm trying to catch the stream delay to see. But yeah, like, and every now and then I'll get behind on videos specifically for that Game Collector as well. And that's the thing. One of the things that there's a video coming out Monday, and it's going to be harsh realities of being a gaming YouTuber. And one of the things I said in there is that I think I said is that you can't necessarily keep up with everyone as much as you would like to, because at a certain point you meet more and more, you know, great people in the community, and then, you know, the longer time goes on, it gets harder and harder, and at a certain point you just have to, you know, accept that all you can do is all you can do. It's early season. I'm so busy. I can't always catch all the bids. I did watch yours and Tark's because it was up my alley. Maybe Valley is better. Or a big 10 out of 10 game like God of War. Josh always leaves me on red. It's his job. I leave you on red because you say stuff that's patently absurd and I don't know how to respond to it, and I can only respond with so many silly gifs that communicate my ineptitude, Jacob. Either is fine for me. Most of my friends just call me Zach. Gotcha. Well, then I will call you Zach, friend. You should list us as busy folk in that vid. I'll see if I can add it to the description, though, because the video's already recorded and the editing is 90% done on that one. I've been slowly getting back into batching so I can try to get stuff scheduled a little further out, which I have to, because E3 is coming out, and that weekend's going to be shot for me from a filming. Well, for a regular production standpoint. I'll be filming the whole time I'm at E3, but still. Awesome. It is indeed awesome, Zach. Lacrimosa of Dana is shockingly good. That's 7, right? Or is that 8 and I'm getting the subtitles confused? No, wait, that was 8. Was it? Yeah, that was 8. Sex is also, I had an interesting chat with Fabian about the news on the Mortal Kombat. I saw he put a video up about that, and I heard rumblings that apparently it got approved with there is going to be a new Mortal Kombat movie for sure, and it's got like a decent budget or something. Rewrite and reshoot half the bit to incorporate us. You know what I might do? I might pull out of the video like in the middle of editing it and just like switch to a screen of me performing the editing, like a screen recording, and then pop it out to me just talking to my iPhone like Oak City made me interrupt your viewing experience specifically to include them and tell you they're very busy, and then just cut back to the action. Hey, yep, I'm off to dinner, man. Maybe back in a bit. Right on. Hope you have a wonderful dinner. Appreciate you stopping by, man. And for as far as videos to watch, I literally, before I go to bed tonight, I have it on my list to watch your Calyx video, Discart. Because I'm going to IKEA soon to get some bookcases for this room so I can put my backlog games up here with me, so I can basically be surrounded by shame. But enjoy your dinner, man. Have a good night. Sex is definitely going through finally after all these years. You know what I'm interested also? For a movie that began in the 90s and is coming back years later is the new Spawn movie, which I don't think is a true Spawn movie. I think it's a Sam and Twitch movie, and Spawn's going to be lurking somewhere in the background. But I think that's going to get an R rating, and I'm actually really looking forward to the prospect of a new Spawn movie. Because some of the effects from Spawn, some of them did not age well, but some of the practical effects, like John Leguizamo as the Violator, actually aged pretty well. Good game. I'd love to make that video, but I don't have any bad games. You've upset me now. To be fair, you are really easily offended, Jake. But I digress. Joel and Chad are working overtime so hardcore. They worked a regular film today. I said we need a new one, and we met the new owner of the local game store, Jeremy, so I went out. 6 hours, 12 stores, Jeremy in the video. That's awesome, man. That sounds tiring, but still awesome. Speaking of which, I'm excited. I am going to, sometime within the next few weeks, I will be working with, collaborating with MC Murr on a collaboration that will be kind of a comparison video of sorts. I don't want to give away too much, but I'm going to be leaning on him also for some Atari knowledge. I've decided this year that I would like to try the Atari for the first time since I was, like, I think 3 years old. Because I remember basically only, like, I don't know, the most basic childhood memory of ever touching the Atari. You know, all the vivid ones are tied to the NES and SNES. But Atari's a system that, because I was so young and I can't remember it, I feel like there are actually some good games on it that probably still hold up today that I've never played. And I've seen Gen X grown up play them. I've seen MC Murr talk about them and play them on occasion, I believe. And I think it would be fun to sort of lean on the wisdom of people like Gen X grown up, MC Murr, who have more vivid memories of that console. Muzz from Level 1 Games, for example. To kind of show me the way and tell me some games that are worth getting and ones that aren't. Because I feel like every time I go to a game store, they always have Atari 2600 cartridges. They're always dirt cheap, and I feel like I'm missing out on something wonderful. So next, I, on the other hand, have a delicious steak sub right next to me. That does sound delicious. The White Tiger nobody remembers from our older vids. I don't think I remember that. Although, weirdly enough, there's a printing place in Columbus called White Tiger. Oh no. Mr. Waffles got me good. Unfortunate. Oh no, I wasn't gonna make that leap. That was way too ambitious. I was thinking I want to collaborate, but I can't really afford the time, but I can't afford the rebel parts. Collabot is born. I almost read that wrong. Patent pending, copyright, OCG, production shop. Yeah, I would still like to collab with you on some sort of something that's relevant for your channel. Oh no! Got doused. Almost got him. Good game. Oof. We got crushed. Also, for anybody that's not in the Discord yet, there's a link to it. If you would like to come over. Because that will make it obviously easier for you to join in voice chat when that gets set up. Oak says, you're one of the few YouTube friends I have that actually has my info. Likewise, you are one of the, I would say, probably 5 other YouTubers, or less, that actually know how to get in touch with me directly. You know, because I feel like you have to be careful about stuff like that, right? I mean, on the internet. And you'd hung out with Jaken in person before, also, hadn't you, Oak? Not Joel, though. He's so mysterious. You're one of the 2 or 3? Well, it's an honor, man. I appreciate that. Because I need you to text me pics of Macintosh computers of old. Now! Now, man! Alright, let's see if we can make some headway here. That's the thing, this thing's great for, like, surprise attacks, but it's not so great for laying down the paint. I'm just gonna make it my job to protect everyone else. Or try to. Was that Jaken? Oh, Jaken. I'm sorry, buddy. You seduce me with your Ted Bundy eyes and smile. Oh, you. I, too, can be a horrifying chameleon deserving of my own Netflix series, but for positive reasons. Ugh, Catherine. Judge, what's up, man? I've been shooting many people in the face, not the least of which is Jaken. Yeah, I don't mind you sending me vintage Apple tech, ever. Oak. Like, I kind of wish I had held on to my original, like, 20 gig iPod. Like, I know it's completely impractical, but there was something really satisfying about using that product from a tactile perspective. Hold on. Daniel, what's going on, dude? Daniel, so everyone, an MVP just came in here, Brackaman, and I say that because I have to butter him up with praise, because he's going to keep me alive this Friday night at midnight. Now, Daniel, Sushi was here earlier. I don't know if she's still lurking. She was studying. But I'm curious, are you streaming our exploits in Monster Hunter World this Friday night at midnight? I need to know this so I can emotionally prepare myself. for you to basically carry me. And apparently Rebecca, who I was basically telling her she had to carry me, and she's like, no, I'm going to be standing at a distance shooting things and, you know, trying to stay alive. So, teach me. Just joined the Discord server? Welcome, Zach. Boom! Pick shot it. Hold on, I'll look. So irresponsible. In the middle of a stream right now, man. I can't just be leaving here to go look at... Ooh. What is... Is that a real game? I've never seen that on a shelf. I'm almost positive. Not at GameStop or anywhere else. Splatted Morrow, how are you doing? Thank you so much for swinging by. I know you're playing Monster Hunter World, or you're at least going to be watching, but I'm trying to sweet talk Daniel into streaming it for Cynthia's sake, and also so that I can figure out how to be the best I can be, considering I'll be almost completely and utterly inept in that game. Oh, no, I couldn't escape! I will do the best that I can. You know, I would LOL that as a prefix too, Daniel, because it could be a tall order. I'm not, you know, and I played the game briefly today to try and refamiliarize myself with the controls, because I don't want to do terrible. I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want to be that kind of friend. You don't want me to be that kind of friend. But you know, it's an incredibly complex game. Especially, it's not when you just sort of dive back into. At least not for me as somebody who's not a Monster Hunter fanatic necessarily. Hi Daniel, yes, I'll play this weekend with you guys. Tomorrow, it's going to be fun. I can't wait. Now, I told Lola I was going to be able to play after the Chillcast at midnight on Friday, which, again, is prime time, my favorite time to hang out with you guys. And Morrow continues to encourage Daniel to stream, which would be great. I'm okay with that. I can't stream it here because I wouldn't be able to get the voice chat to work, and, you know, that's some of my chill time. After the Chillcast is like when Josh decompresses a little bit, and I like to hang out. Not that everybody in this channel isn't a friend right now, but it's where I don't really want to be on, like in that YouTube sort of, you know, mode for the most part. Usually. How do you like... Hey Josh, how do you like... What? You send me something else? Why is that game $40? Damn apples! It's not the same in text, but that's a great movie. One of my favorites, if I'm being honest. I'm coming back to the game after hiatus as well, so it'll be a learning experience for us all. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, I was able to at least find the monster that starts with a P, whose name I can't remember now, but it was like the same name twice. And I was able to get a few hits in, but I couldn't dodge quickly enough, and it was just me. I didn't have a team of people helping me hunt the monster. I have no money in Monster Hunter World, so good time to grind money. But you get money by what? Completing quests, I'm assuming? Oh, and I escape! Later, chump. I dare you to slide up here. Is it an amazing game? I thought it was obscure, like, in a bad way. So I'm guessing, based on what you sent me, 30 is not a horrible deal, then. Jake, what's up, man? No, this is not Tetris 99. You know this is Splatoon, Jaken. Or, Jake. Sorry, I'm so used to saying Jaken. Basically trying to find new games that I can play through. Not sure what yet. And there's a lot out there. Dragon's Dogma. I've been having a lot of fun playing that the past few nights. Because I never played it originally, and it's super fun. Beyond Dragon's Dogma, I still have like 2 levels left to do in Darksiders. And then I really want to... I'm hoping My Time of Portia is a chill sort of game that I can appreciate, that scratches the Stardew Valley itch for me. Ugh! What a hollow victory. Blew that guy away and then I fell off the edge of the map. Gunblade New York and LA Machine Guns for Wii is an amazing game. No. So wait, it is or is not? Obscure in a good way, I gotcha. Quests and even selling unwanted materials. Now, when you say unwanted materials, does that include like mushrooms and stuff? Because I got a ton of those when I was playing earlier. I basically started a quest just so I could harvest things from the forest. Still playing Fortnite and get good at one thing. You know what? That's actually not bad advice, but I'm so bad at choosing one thing. Like, I'm of that personality type that gets bored easily. So I'm scatterbrained in that regard. Like, I can focus on YouTube stuff and, like, buckle down and get work done. I can focus that way, but when it comes to games and stuff, I'm all over the place. I'm very bad at just, like, I don't know. Focusing extremely hard on a particular gaming experience for a long period of time. World of Warcraft is an exception. Speaking of which, is anyone in here a World of Warcraft fan, or were you a fan, or how do you feel about World of Warcraft Classic coming out if you were a fan at one point? Be right back, gotta take the dogs out. Sure thing, Zach. I will have to do the same thing in about an hour or so. Is Mums in here? Did I miss that? Mums, thank you for joining. Just dropping in to say hey and drop a like. Have a good stream and a good night, everyone. Mums, you big sweetie, I appreciate it. You have a good night, too. My brother from another channel, Splatoon Battle Royale. Indeed. We still got Jake in here. Jake Coner, are you jumping in? I'm gonna play a WoW Classic. Are you serious or are you joking, Jaken? Don't tease me. Because it's that kind of talk that would very seriously get me to consider it. Because I like the idea of going back to the way Azeroth used to be. A simpler time. You know? Back in like 2005, I think is when I started playing, or 2006? It wasn't right at launch, it was shortly thereafter. But that's, as the 15th anniversary of the game, it had to be 2004 that it started, right? Hey Moms, nah, Josh, tell Moms how good a mod I am. He's an amazing mod, second to none. I don't know where the channel will be without him, and honestly, he's just very handsome. It's the real reason I keep him around here, is eye candy. That's why I keep trying to talk him into a collaboration. And how good he should feel that I'm in his Blue Man mod group. You should feel overwhelmingly pleased at that, Moms. It's a badge of honor, really. Not just because they're real sweethearts, but because they take their position as mods very seriously. And he often provides helpful links to channels when I do not think to do so, which I always appreciate. Downloaded the new update for Splatoon? Yeah, that's one of the things I had to make as part of my streaming workflow, was remembering to download updates in advance. Oh no! Well played, Silenced. YourPlayerTwo in chat, how's everyone doing? Brian, if I were any happier, Mickey Mouse would have me on his shirt. How has your day been? Whoa, no! Ugh. I was like, I'm super happy, and then I got murked with paint, which is, you know, less traumatic. Yeah, Banhammer! Well, I mean, banhammer people who deserve it. Mars says, does Jaken really give help being a mod? Excuse me, pro Jaken. No. But I like him a lot. And that's why he can never leave. In terms of the most helpful mods, all the nice things I just said about Oak, I would say the polar opposite is true for Jaken. He abuses his power. He threatens and intimidates people. I'm not entirely sure he's not extorting other channels in the name of YourPlayerTwo. But, you know, again, also handsome, so what are you going to do? Salsa. I've been good, YourPlayerTwo. I'm about to head to the gym. Unfortunately, I won't be here for long. That's okay, Brian. I appreciate you swinging by. Get those gains, bro. My gym is Beat Saber, so you are already crushing it compared to my daily regimen, sir. Mario Kart says... Project says, like and subscribe. Thanks, buddy. Nailing it. To my channel, not Josh's. Classic Jake. Can't take him anywhere. That's great. That's why I like this. Wait, what's that serious? Help me. Project is the complete opposite of us. That's why we gifted him a mythical wolf before he went to the land of Josh Landier. He was gonna come to Columbus, and then he never did. He just makes things up. He's the worst. But he's also pretty good at escaping prison, so I can appreciate that. Dead serious response from you, John. Deadpan's kind of home for me when it comes to the humor front. Like, I can't really do wacky or overexcited. Although I speak in a way that's probably overly excitable. But, you know, my favorite style of humor is very much, you know, tongue-in-cheek, deadpan stuff. Sarcasm. We did gift him a mythical wolf, is true. Tell me about the wolf, Jakin. I'm serious about WoW, though. It's going to be great. When did the classic servers go live? What is it, August 24th? I'm mad because I wanted to get the collector's edition, and it sold out instantly, and I couldn't get it. I would have gladly paid $100 for that. Josh is the best straight man for humor you'll ever see. He's not wrong. Jakin lies all the time. Sorry, it's okay. We've all learned to deal with it. Through a litany of awkward Thanksgivings and family reunions. But yeah, if you're serious about it, I will give that some very serious consideration. Because you're the first person I've talked to who I actually know who's expressed interest in. My dad is kind of interested in it, but he's like, well, I can't play World of Warcraft because that's when Borderlands 3 comes out, so that's what I'm going to be playing. You can go play that. Like, I tried to get him into Rage, too. I was like, this game's amazing. You'd love it, Dad. It's got Wastelands, and you level up and get new gear and stuff. He's like, I got Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel. What else do I need? Family friendly. You're funny, Jacob. He can be. Jacob is like a ghost and a person who both upset you at once. I can see that. Pro makes it a funny aspect, sorry. He's stuck like that, as far as I know, for at least, what, 30 days? You'll know I'm sensitive. You are sensitive. But you also know how to dish it out as well as you take it, so I don't feel that bad about poking a little bit of fun. Sorry I had to leave, was getting home. Oh, no worries, man. You do whatever you need to, Loki. I just appreciate that you swung in and said hi, man. Sure, maybe when you're drunk, which is over half the time. Does Jakin drink that much? Personally, I don't drink that much. Like, if I have friends who are like, hey, let's go out someplace, or if I'm at a party or something, sure, I will drink, but I've never been the kind of person who, like, comes home and is like, oh man, I sure could use a beer. It just doesn't really appeal to me. But it's weird, though, because I actually have an abundance of liquor in the house, but not because I run out and buy it, because I would rather buy video games than alcohol, but because people will come over to my house and bring liquor, and then they just leave it here. So my parents come over, and they think I'm an alcoholic. Jacob is also an awesome and excellent way to upset your friends by subscribing them to his channel when they aren't looking. Yeah, that's a good way to get people upset. Still downloading? No worries, Jake. I'll be here for at least another 45-50 minutes. That's an early OCG tactic. Or was it tic-tac? Jacob drinks quite a bit, right, Mr. Jacob? I'm not here to judge anybody's, choice to imbibe. I just hope that Jake's okay, because he has mod duties to fulfill. Gaming One Expert, what are you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. Oh no! Oh no. Yo, I drink on the weekend with my neighbor. Nicholas is on his high horse. Adrian. Well, I don't understand your trees reference, Adrian. Okay, I'll stop. I have 4 packs of Gatorades. I have 4 packs of 4 Gatorades in each pack, so 16 total for only $8. That's a pretty good deal. Usually they cost much more. 420 I also don't understand. Adrian, I'm just so tragically ignorant of what you're trying to say. Use your words! I can't speak in your weird numeric codes. Gaming One says new here. Might give a try. Stopped going to streams after I couldn't afford a Nintendo Switch online. Well, first off, thanks for stopping by, man. If you are new to the channel, essentially what YourPlayerTwo is, you know, a lot of helpful content for other gaming channels. Usually that kind of content is pre-produced and it comes out on Mondays. Fridays is usually gear type videos, which is things like, you know, stuff that makes live streams easier or just fun stuff for your gaming channel. And then Wednesdays is the multiplayer live stream, which is what you're watching now, which I hope you can join at some point if you do get a Nintendo Switch Online subscription. But we also do PlayStation 4 and Xbox on occasion, although I think because most of the people who watch this channel are Switch fans, that tends to win out on most of the multiplayer streams, which usually go up about 9 o'clock in the morning every Wednesday on the community tab. So, thank you for stopping by, man. What have you been playing lately? Just out of curiosity. What can I say about Jake? He's not going to your wedding. He has only $40 for the next 2 days, and he's an awesome guy who is, well, too jaded. Jake, he's a sweetheart. He talks a big game, but he's a big softy. Jaded pro Jaken. Did you sub someone to my channel, Oak City? That's not cool. I know, after I put out my video this morning, like, I instantly got a thumbs down and then somebody unsubscribed. Gaming One Expert, thank you for your subscription. I'm going to do my best to earn that. But thank you for becoming a friend of the channel, and I hope you find some of the stuff that you like here. And if you would like to talk more, you can always hit me up on Twitter as well. I'll drop that in chat right now. So if you ever would like to talk gaming channel stuff or video game stuff, or, you know, just tell me what you're thinking about. DMs are open. Or, well, I mean, you can send it to me. I think it actually does have a request right now. I don't think I would put them fully open because that seems crazy. These people on the internet are nuts. Which includes everyone in this chat, so I didn't mean that, you know, for you to take that personally. YouTube is dead to me? Is that because you changed your name to ProJaken and you can't fix it? Because you tried to do a one-time joke and you jeopardized your account by doing it? Jaken? So Jaken is done on YouTube? What? Not yet. Although he's already got the pro thing going for him, so maybe. Oak, if you wouldn't mind keeping it a little friendlier than that, I would appreciate it. No, Dado, no! Actually, that sounds terrible, too. I'm not really doing great with the family-friendly thing tonight. Whoa! Almost got rocked by that. No, it is not. Sorry to hear that, bro. That's super friendly. I did say so. Stop. Killing me. It is, but I would like to err closer to PG than PG-13. Mainly because I know that there are kids that come into this channel. Like, No Friends, I believe, is 12. Or maybe slightly older, but still. Chat was froze for me, had to reload. That's weird. Is chat freezing for anybody else? That's the Chillcast, though, when you are invited, right? Wait, are you talking to Jaken or me? Good game. I need to shave. This beard is getting unwieldy. Not crazy. But certainly a bit longer than I'm normally used to. Gaming One Expert says I've been playing Smash, but I can play online now, and Denata for your sub. I think you're a cool guy. Thank you, Gaming One. I try to be a cool guy. I'm not cool in like the fond sense of the word, but I do try to run a fairly laid-back channel. You can defend it all you would like. Nicholas, professional bad word. YP2 is the most cool guy. Kind words, Brian. I appreciate that. But everyone knows the real superstars here are Oak City and Jaken. Trusted mods. And friends. And, nope. Not gonna go there. 1980s PG? That's an excellent point, because Ghostbusters did a lot of stuff that was PG, but Super would not fly today with a PG rating. Is Jaken a trusted mod, though? No. He's a trusted friend. He is a horrible mod. But, you know, that's just what you do when it's family. Alright, I have to take off for now, but if I'm not gone too long, maybe I'll hop on. Right on, man, that would be awesome. And again, if there's anything I can do in terms of bribery to make sure that you keep me alive in Monster Hunter World, Daniel, you know, I'm not above that kind of behavior. I wouldn't advocate for it on the channel, but in my personal life, surely. I think the beard is sexy phone. Nope, looks amazingly IKEA GI, like a GI Joe beard. You know, that's the thing. I don't know if that's a compliment or a burn, honestly, because I didn't spend enough time watching GI Joe growing up. I was more of a Turtles guy. Oh, mutually assured destruction. Well played, Foil Flingza. Manly and much such. See, that's why I feel like it's incongruent. I'm not a very manly dude. Don't give up on me, Brian. No one's giving up on you, Jaken. You're an institution. Oof, that didn't help me. But yeah, Josh, I'll let you know when Monster Hunter World is done downloading, and whenever you want, feel free to message me, and I'll join you on there. Fair enough, man. Got to learn the controls properly. Yeah, and that's where I was struggling today. Is well, it's not even just the controls. Like the controls, I feel like they're not that bad, but it's like the sheer amount of items and prep and things that you can do between things like bait or poison or like health potions or different ammo types you can create. Like it really is staggeringly deep in that regard, and I can see why it has such a rabid fan base. I didn't realize playing Tetris 99 stops my download. Yeah, they will do that whenever you got something else that's competing for network bandwidth. You can do it, Josh. I'm gonna try. Izuku Midoriya, I cannot pronounce that, but thank you for joining the stream. Can I fight an Octolete? I don't think so. That's beyond me, but then again, I'm not a Splatoon aficionado, so maybe somebody in the chat could answer that. 1960s G.I. Joe beard, it's a feature listed on the box? Fortune cookies? Is that what that is? Or is that... It looks like a fortune cookie. Can I send you a friend? I'm assuming you're going to say friend request, and absolutely. That is why my my Switch code is in the title. Go nuts, Gaming One. Now, is your name Gaming One Expert on there? Because if not, I'm going to have trouble knowing who's who in the game versus the chat. But yeah, absolutely, man. Go for it. Projecting, I get that maybe you haven't been too inspired to stream, but I truly hope he gets back to it too. He's really funny. Dope personality. You bring something different to streaming. Don't worry on me giving up on you, but you giving up on you. That was well put, Brian. Taylor, what's up, man? How are you doing tonight? Are you hard at work on... It's not Missing Bits. It had a... Lost Bits? Is that the new name? I could have sworn I got the name wrong the other day, and I apologize for that. My name on Switch is Skullboy. Let me see if I got a friend request from you. I may have a few that I haven't answered, which I haven't checked it in a while, so hold on. No, I haven't got one from you yet. But yeah, if you send one over, I'll hop out and grab it real quick. Oh, there it is. I'm always so anxious answering friend requests in the middle of these because I never know if it's going to... That winky profile picture is the best thing I've seen all day. Well done, Gaming One Expert. I'll probably stream tomorrow night after work. Right on, man. I'm glad you got to get out and decompress a little bit today. Chris Levi, what's up, dude? I didn't see you come in. Right after dinner. Nostalgia, feeling blessed, man. Good to see you in the chat. That is such a good philosophy, Brian. Which makes sense given your name, I assume. But that's the thing, like, I'm a big believer in the fact that every morning you wake up, you have a choice for how you're going to interpret everything that happens to you that day. You can respond, or you can react. I try to choose to respond. Now, it's not always easy. Everyone has an off day, I get that. But you can choose to focus on the things that are going right instead of the things that are going wrong. And I'm a big proponent of that. Hey, Brian, I appreciate you. Maybe I'll unmod Nicholas and mod you. Don't do that. Any thought on what game you're probably streaming tomorrow night? Oh, yeah, what are you streaming tomorrow night, Adrian? And what time is that going down? I'll see if I can swing in if I'm not busy with, like, the pre-game stream, potentially. Grow the beard out further, Mario? Oh, man. We got us a standoff here. Can I get him? Oh, I got him. That felt good. Felt really good. I think I got some help from Aiden over here, though. Shaking, it's your channel. If you don't like me, you have options to ban me. That's true. He does. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sneak up on me. What a jerk. Oh, no. Brian. Good old-fashioned roost off. Amber, thank you for swinging by again. Nice to see you. How was the hair coloring appointment? Tell me all the things. I appreciate you, homie, but I'd probably be a terrible mod. Why do you think you'd be a terrible mod, Brian? I feel like you have a very level head about you. I think you would be excellent in that role. Oh no! I can't get away. No. Everyone says grow the beard. I'll let it grow out a little bit more. But it's summertime, man. Beards are hot. Like, I should have done this in the middle of wintertime, not like right now. I want Saints Row the 3rd, but I have to pay bills and stuff for E3. No, I totally understand, man. Whenever you do get it, though, it's you and me, buddy. You're the only one that I know of right now who actually wants to play that with me. Gaming One says, when the OGs of games are good but come back later, become gods even though they haven't played in a while. Me. I'm glad to see you're such a humble new subscriber, Gaming One, but you know what? I'm sure you will let your skills do your talking, so what do I know? Especially if you're level... Hold on, where are you? Weren't you in the game just now? Not Nicholas, you're a great mod. Whoa! All that's popping up too quick. YourPlayerTwo, you're too kind, but I think I'd feel too guilty to ban someone. I don't feel guilty banning somebody as a mod for somebody else's channel simply because I know that I'm protecting, you know, what they're trying to build with their brand. Like, and you don't necessarily have to ban someone, or at least perma-ban someone, I guess. Episode 3 is on Lagoon for the SNES, which I've never played. What? Super chat from Not Another Game Collector. Buddy, thank you so much, Adrian. I appreciate it. Grow the beard. I can't wait. I'll let you know. You can't bribe me into growing my beard out. That's not how that works. You don't throw money at me and then, you know, I neglect personal hygiene. Maybe later, Jake. I'm gonna stick with just, you know, basic turf wars for now, but I might make a private room here in a little bit. We'll see. If we've got enough people to play. Just terrible human. I'll keep you around. That's chicken. Whoa. When can I join? Like, join? You can join right now. If you just find me, you should be able to hop in here. That's how Jakin got here. See? That's him. Pro Jakin is that Jakin over there, even though he has a terrible name. I'm sorry. YourPlayerTwo, although I did appreciate you dogging Fallout 76. I had the dog Fallout 76. It wasn't even me. That was Metacritic that dogged that game in that video. I had to do it, Taylor. I had no choice. It was a moral imperative. You have won without honor, Pro Jakin. Mostly for the pro joke. Good point, Pro Jake. Mod me. I'm sure he will. Oh no, I can't get away from it. I'm gonna die. Yep. No getting away from that one. YourPlayerTwo, I'm a terrible human? Okay, now I'm sad. I'm leaving since your mod is being mean to me. I mean, I guess I could ban Jakin if he's gonna start affecting, you know, channel growth. I feel like I would have grounds to do that. But it doesn't matter what Jakin thinks about you, Mario. It only matters what you think about you. And besides, if you are that invested in what other people think about you, I think you're great. Ugh, doing horribly. I love Mevyam, it always breaks the conversation at 470. I got you, Brian. Well, see, I think that went really well for Brian. Oh no, I thought he was right in front of me. He's slippery, man. He's got me a few times. Jakin is opinionated, but not worth getting upset about. That's true. Very few people on the internet are worth getting upset about. Low ink. Oh no. Get out of our base. Nicholas, love yourself, girl, or nobody will. Sound advice, delivered in the kooky way that only Jakin can do. Good looking out. Oh, Pro Jakin wouldn't bully anybody, at least I hope not. He teaches us all to learn a different way. Totally get him back for anything you felt you were wronged by. Wait, no! Vengeance is no virtue. Good game, all. Although I'm guessing we didn't win that one. Oof. Oof. Brutal. I'm a pulley is that close. That took me a second. Because your pun game is way strong. Stronger than anybody else that I know of City. Jakin is a good person in a lot of ways, but some not. Can we really say that about everybody, though? We're all good in a lot of ways, but I would say most of us in this chat probably speed when we drive. I don't know if that makes you a monster, but... Ooh, Schoolboy. He is level 32. I expect great things from you. Terrible, but great. Just want to say I love my beard. It's so sexy. Wait, what? Oh, your beard. Sorry, I read that. I was confused there for a second. Your beard is different, though, because you have a Gandalfian beard, right? That thing is majestic. This, again, at best, is old-timey railroad hobo. It's an old joke, but one I keep going back to. What? $2 super chat from Zach? Thank you, Zach. You can just send me $2 whenever you feel like. That is delightful. I appreciate you. And now Jake Koner donates $5. You guys are killing me tonight. Thank you so much. That one came through Streamlabs. Oh wait, but the text was too small for me to see. Hold on a second. Maybe it'll be... Let me see if I can figure out what that said. Well, it hasn't shown up in my email yet, but Jake, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Nicholas has a mighty beard that makes Josh look like a child. I am a child, okay? I'm very comfortable with my station in life. I'm an idiot man-child in my 30s, but I wear it well. Oh, Jakin! I don't know why. I'm so much more irritated that Jakin killed me. Sorry, splatted me. People don't die in this game. I'm only on a mission to kill Jakin. That's all I want. Brian's philosophy, have a good evening. Oh, Brian, you out? Have a good night, brother. Nicholas, thank you so much. It says, here you go. Thank you, man. You guys are being very, very kind, and I appreciate the help of the channel, because it does go to help offset the cost of things like new gear, trying to go to shows, and stuff like that. So thank you very much. I hope the donation ticker's updating that. With the new setup, I have had a chance to test a lot of the Streamlab integrations. I see that the notifications are working, and that's great, but you guys are helping to offset almost the entirety of the cost of the horrible games I showcase on today's video. Yes, old-timey railroad hobo, Amber, it's a thing. Like the kind that would, like, ride the rails, right? Stowaways, that kind of thing. They spent all their money on booze. Except I don't really buy booze, just, like, retro games. We are back gonna walk my mom home from work. Yeah, sure thing, man. Boss fighty railroad hobo. I should get with Chris Darker and see if he'll draw that. Let's see, boss fighty railroad hobo eating a taco. I think Maro at one point said that she thought that was a shirt that we should have, but it would be that's the thing that, like, no one would buy that shirt because it's such a weirdly specific joke that only really applies to, like, you and Maro and anybody who shows up on Wednesdays on a regular, which at present is 20 people if I'm lucky. Like, I almost feel fraudulent doing videos about streaming because, I'm not commanding an audience of hundreds here or anything. I'm glad that I splatted Shuggy, but I'm disappointed that it wasn't Jakin. Oh, there we go. That made up for it. Take that, Jakin. You jerk. I'm kidding. I didn't mean that. Good game. The one beard to rule them all. Now that does sound Gandalfian. Mario Kart says Mario Kart, would you really want a shirt that has a cartoon version of me looking like a railroad hobo eating a taco while, I guess, fighting some random boss? Try to picture in your head what that would look like. I'm guessing it's not a great look. Although, what do I know? In the hands of the right artist, it could be amazing. I like to pick on Nicholas because he likes the banter. I like the banter too, Jake, and you know that. I would buy one and never take it off. I'm going to keep that in mind, Taylor. Our chats sure take a while to show up on the game. Hashtag lag. They do take a minute. I'm actually watching it right now to kind of get an idea. I think there is a slight delay. I think there's actually a way that I can prioritize chat and make it show up more quickly, but I have not done so. We'll see. So I talked earlier saying that I had been playing Dragon's Dogma, Darksiders, and to a lesser degree, Saints Row the Third, but what have you guys all been playing lately? I'm just curious. Taylor, I imagine you've been knee-deep in playing, classic NES and SNES games for your video series. And Fallout 76. Wait, ignoring what picture? Hold on, Mario Kart, let me get back. I saw a... Wait. I didn't see a picture of Mario Kart 8 Troll. What are you talking about? Tell me out. If you can tell me where to see it, I will not ignore it. Ah, Jakin. Thanks, actually I don't try, I just work well off others. That's not true, you're a dynamo when you're on your own too. I won't accept that. I wouldn't say it's mighty, but I like it. Love my beard. True, this plays true. Hashtag lag, that's some awesome wordplay. Amber's good at wordplay. I promise you that. Oh, that was a nice shot, Diego. Okay, I have to go so I can be dramatic about how my phone is dying. That's pretty dramatic. But you have a good night, man. I appreciate you stopping by, as always. You big sweetie. There is no picture of me and Jakin together. Not one that I would ever let the internet see, anyways. That's private. Ugh. Oh, in the game? That picture? I forgot about that. From, from Farm Together? That picture was magical. It wasn't for public consumption, and then Jake did it anyways. That's why he and I don't hang out anymore. You can't trust him. Right? He's a complete monster. We had this very nice moment, and then he took it and twisted it into something terrible. Yeah, I thought you were joking around about that magical night Jake and I had in Vegas, but that's a totally different thing. Good game. He made me breakfast too. You know I can't cook. A dozen McDonald's hash brown does not a nutritious breakfast make, Jacob. No moss for Jacobo? Is that going to be your new name before you get locked in by YouTube for 30 days? Thanks for the compliment, Josh. I can assure you it was unintentional. Wait, did I compliment you? I'll be back. Sounds good, Gaming One. It's more than 30 days, actually. Wait, what's more than 30 days? Oh, that he's stuck with that? I thought it was 30. Since I stoked that everyone is liking Lost Bits, I honestly didn't think it would be so popular. Why don't you drop a link to the latest one in the chat, man, so people can check it out? Because the last one was Faxanadu, right? That's the one you did, if I remember. And talk a little bit about the show, man. I mean, I'll try my best to describe it. I mean, but you're the creator, Taylor. You should talk about it. As I would paraphrase it, it is very much what the name would suggest, in that Taylor does an in-depth examination of assets and secrets and and basically other aspects of video games that were, you know, apparently in the code for them, particularly in retro games, or possibly exclusively in retro games, but for whatever reason did not make the final product. And it's actually fascinating stuff, because some of the, well, at least from the Faxanadu one, I would say, some of the reasons for not including those are very clearly like business or culturally related, depending on the region that a game was released in. But it's worth a watch. It's good stuff. I would have changed my name back by now if I could have. Oh yeah, you had to do it too, didn't you? That's right. Oh, yes, your wordplay skills are off the charts good, Amber. Yeah, Lost Bits is dope. That's a good way to put it. And you guys should just be subscribed to Nostalgia anyways. He's a good dude. He was one of the first people to actually come to a YourPlayerTwo live stream and actually help me make sure everything was set up correctly. I will never forget that. Can't jump up there? That's awful. You're very welcome, Taylor. Thank you for consistently being a wonderful and encouraging force on the channel. I appreciate that immensely. Oh no! Diego crept up on us. CM Retro, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by the stream for a little bit, buddy. How's your evening been? You working? Oh no. Good game. Yep, just got to work. Well, hopefully it is a not overly long and laborious shift for you and you don't have to bust anybody. I mean, unless you enjoy that immensely. I imagine if I was an officer, I would as well. Although I don't think I could ever do it, because I would be not too dissimilar to Nick Frost in what was it, Hot Fuzz. That's the kind of officer that I would be. Welcome back, Adrian. No problem, liked your content throughout when it was recommended, but didn't realize it was your channel. Oh, for Taylor's, you mean? For Nostalgia? I'll see if we can do a little bit better this round. Oh, struck out the lion's den on that one. brutal. See if I can just sneak around a little bit. Just lay down some pain without trying to be confrontational. Oh no! I can get away, I think. Getting there. Ooh, 2 Gatling guns. Oh no! Barely made it away from that one. This match is intense. Where are these guys? No idea. Didn't you mention some time ago that you got an 8TB hard drive you're supposed to? Yeah, I did. I got it for, I want to say, $150 at Best Buy on sale. Yeah, conventional hard drives are very cheap, and I expect that solid-state drives will start to drop after the PlayStation 5 comes out and it becomes a more necessary standard. Like, I would love to edit off a solid-state drive right now for the speed increase, although some people have said that's fairly negligible increase. But I would love to do it, but I'm not paying like $700 or something stupid just to get a 2TB solid-state. Maybe it's not 700, but it's definitely up there. I think a 1TB was 200 or 250. Which, pound for pound on a conventional hard drive, way cheaper. Price per gigabyte is just so much lower whenever you have platters. Gaming One says, well, I'll see you later. Got school. Nice meeting you. It was nice meeting you too, Gaming One. I hope you come back to the channel, man. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time playing tonight. I appreciate you stopping by, and certainly for subscribing, man. Thank you so much. Have a good night, and take care. Cool, I'm needing a new external drive. Yep, such is the pain of the YouTuber. You're just constantly buying hard drives all the time, depending on your output. These painkillers remind me of the Trix yogurt I had as a kid. I miss Trix yogurt. Trix yogurt was amazing. Go-Gurt was good too. Trix yogurt, though, was solid. That was barely yogurt. That was like candy. Yep, gameplay footage, man. It chews up so much. That's one of the things, again, that's why I love the A for me. Like, right now, again, I have an HDMI splitter that's splitting the signal to an HD60S that goes into the PC to stream the game and the chat and everything to you guys. And then the other end of that split is going directly into the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable 2. So I'm capturing all of this so I can use it, in the future, which I probably don't need Splatoon 2 footage. I'm probably not going to do a Splatoon 2 specific video, plus I have tons of footage of it already, but it's just like habit. I have to record. What if something amazing happens? Or what if I just want to make a montage of all the times I splatted Jaken and just paint this picture, see what I did there, of, him being an inept player. I can't do that if I don't have the footage. Barely Yogurt's my favorite, too. If you're going to give me yogurt, I bet if you load it down with like something like chocolate or raspberries or something that makes it, less healthy and more like candy. Senior says, I had a shitty week for streaming my Elgato HD crapped out, and for some reason my PS4 won't stay connected to the internet. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you wired or wireless, CM? And as far as your Elgato goes, were you using an HD60S or an HD60? What kind of hardware were you working with? You splatted me like twice, but by the time I'm done remixing it, Jaken, you'll be splatted like 40 times. Wireless on PS4? Um, Is it... If it has random disconnects, is it trying to connect to an access point that might be interfering with it or something? Like, I know that my dad had problems with his Xbox, I believe, but he had, like, 2 wireless networks set up for some reason. He didn't realize it. So I think it was just flipping back and forth between the 2 rapidly. Or do you think it's actually a hardware problem in that it's just failing? Like the wireless card is bad. It was an Elgato HD. So, like, the original HD. If you want a CM, I don't know if you're gonna like get a different capture card or what you're planning on doing, but I have an HD60 that I'm not currently using. So if you want to borrow it, you know, just let me know, man. I can meet up with you sometime this week and get it to you, so you can get back on it. But if you need, you know, like a loaner or something temporarily until you figure out, you know, what model you're gonna go for next, man, not a problem. Because right now I'm basically on the HD60S and the Avermedia, and the HD60 is just doing nothing but collect dust. I've been wanting the Avermedia for a while. I was stoked to watch a review that I trust. Yeah, it's been good. The only time I had a problem with it was for streaming at above 30 frames per second. It seemed to struggle. So I've gone back to the HD60S for that. But then again, I moved the entire setup to the guest bedroom / office / VR lair / whatever you want to call it. Exactly. I'm feeling this murky green colored paint though. Now I'm reminded of pea soup I had as a kid. Yeah, I've never had pea soup. I only know it from The Exorcist. Ugh, good game. I will do, I think, 1 or 2 more matches, and then I'm going to call it for the night so I can go check on Shelly Belly, see what she's doing, make sure she's not destroying something, and then probably get some sleep myself. What's your name on Twitter again? Mario, help me out here. Top Spot, what's happening, man? What are you doing tonight? About to turn in, I think. Yeah, it's been kind of a long day, man. Can't blame you. It was strange because I was just thinking about changing my channel to a streaming channel. I gotcha. Well, yeah, man. If you want to borrow that HD60, just let me know. Hit me up on Twitter, or I think you have my number too. But just let me know, man. Happy to do it. I'm surprised you would think about going pure streaming though. It seems like people really like your pickups videos and everything. Yeah, I thought you did. Oh yeah, because we've texted before. I don't know what I was thinking. Sometimes I get text and DM confused. Or at least when I'm thinking about it in hindsight, I guess. Chat lag seems better? Good. Glad to hear it. As far as using this over the paint roller tonight, I've actually enjoyed it quite a bit. It seems like it has some decent abilities to lay down paint, but then it's also pretty good for offensive as well. Are you going to Torg convention in July? Wait. Korgs or Torg? I don't think I'm going to Torg. Is that near us? Because I'm going to E3 in like a few weeks now, and then I'm going to Southeast Game Exchange in August, but other than that, I don't know how many more I can afford to travel to. Jump squid. Ugh, I tried to save you and I failed. Torg is in Newark, July 6th. Then maybe... I assume you're going to it? Nice. I did. I watched it over on Mandy Lee Plays channel. And man, like they've put a ton of options in there. I think the thing that I like most, Taylor, about Mario Maker 2 is the competitive mode seems really fun, and the cooperative. I like both of those. In terms of design, though, the fact that you could like do like the sort of shifting levels, like the cloud levels and everything, I thought that was really neat. But it also seems like it's getting incredibly complex, which is great. I mean, anything that gives creators more tools to play around with for a game experience like that, I think is a lot of fun. Well, I may have to make a special effort. How far away is... Wait, hold on. I'm just going to look it up on Google Maps. I feel like that's something I should know as somebody who lives in Central Ohio, and yet I do not see him. That's like, oh, that's like an hour away. I probably can make that 1 cm. That's not very far at all. To get there from my place is like a 50-minute drive, not even an hour. If I've been to Newark, I don't remember being there. So I could not have gauged how far away it was. I have this weird assumption that like everything, I tend to assume anything that's not in Columbus or right on the outskirts is one of the suburbs that I'm aware of, is just automatically like 2 hours away. Not the case. They have a Roosters? No kidding. I tell you what I like is Giovanni's Pizza, but the closest I can go to get one is I think Washington Courthouse. I know that's over an hour. For lunchtime? Oh, that does sound good. Zax says, just got back. Did I miss anything? Nothing particularly crazy, I would say. This is going to be the last one for me, though, for the night. I'm going to check on the dog and start winding down for the evening. And I still have to play a little bit of Beat Saber to get the rest of my exercise in for the Apple Watch. So far, I've closed the rings on my Apple Watch every day in 2019. I'd like to keep that going as much as I can, although I expect I will falter sometime around when I go to E3, because between travel and hanging out with friends there, I don't know if I'll have enough time to, go to the gym or, get on a treadmill or something. So Savage says, there's a Giovanni's close to my house. What are you talking about? Like my Giovanni's? Like the Giovanni's of legend from like Ironton, Ohio, and South Point, and Coal Grove, and Washington Courthouse, and Waverly? Same chain? Because if so, I need to come live at your house, Taylor. I'm sorry. I didn't want to tell you like this on stream, but, just make sure there's a place for me to sleep, and make sure the pizza's there when I get there. Deal? Off topic, any experience with No Man's Sky? Anybody? Yes, I do have experience with No Man's Sky. I played it at launch for a little bit, and I was like, this needs work, and then I put it away and didn't touch it again. Although I understand it's a totally different and very good game now, and the fact that there's a VR patch coming, unless if it's not out already, makes me want to try it again. I just eBayed a copy to get ready for the... Oh! Next thing you said, I just eBayed a copy to get ready for the VR update. Yeah, I saw one. I can't remember if I still have it or if I traded it in, but if not, I may grab it again. Alright, I'll be on my PS4 most of the night if you want to join at any point. Probably not, just because I will have to get up for work tomorrow, but... But at some point, yes, Zach. Absolutely. This match is taking a minute. I'll DM you the link on Twitter and we can see if we were talking about this. Yeah, go ahead, man. I'm gonna wait for this match to start anyways. Oh, he's not kidding. They really did have a collector's edition for $48. Sorry, I got another DM from Discard talking about that Tokyo Xanadu. Okay, well, that's probably a good place for you to end it then. If the network connection held strong and we didn't have a single failed, you know, lobby the entire night until now, it's probably a sign that I should probably wrap things up. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for coming to the stream and hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for, you know, playing. Thank you for keeping the chat moving. Thank you for the donations. I really appreciate it. As far as what's coming up on the channel, a video will be coming out on Friday, and that will be basically a more in-depth look at why I bought the camera that you guys are watching me on now, and basically some of the channel-specific reasons that I chose to do that, or some of the advantages I think it has over the things I traditionally film with. Other than that, we'll definitely be playing some Monster Hunter World over on Daniel's stream this Friday, if you guys want to check that out. Actually, I don't know if his... Let me see if I can put his channel in here. If you guys do want to hang out, he might appreciate that. He usually streams some more obscure games. Let me see if I can find his channel. Where is Daniel? He wasn't here. There he is. But it sounds like he will be streaming when we're playing Monster Hunter World. So if you want to check that out, it might be a fun thing to do. I'll drop a link to him right here. That's going to be Friday at midnight, and then probably Saturday is when, you know, we'll be launching shirts. So if you ever had any interest in that, if you're one of the people who hit me up on Twitter and said, hey, when are you going to actually do shirts, those will be available Saturday or Sunday, I think, which might not be the best day to launch. Probably a Friday would be, because people usually get paid on Fridays. And then other than that, yeah, I'll probably stream my Porsche, or my time at Porsche sometime this weekend, I would say. So anyways, you guys all have a wonderful evening. Let me see if there's anybody streaming right now. Hold on. If you guys want to raid somebody and make their evening with some more viewers, but let's see if there's anybody, or if anybody has any recommendations, that would be helpful too. I'm checking right now. Give me a second. Have a good one, Zach. I appreciate it. This was a strange Mario game, but whatever. Oh, did I forget to change the thing to Splatoon? No, it says Splatoon. Actually, you guys, you know what? It looks like... Let's see, who do we got? Who's streaming right now? I'm going through my subscriptions. If you guys like some old school shmup action, it looks like Game Boy Guru, who I haven't watched one of his videos in a while, but he has a channel entirely focused, as you would expect, on the Game Boy pretty much, or at least most of his content. If you guys want to go raid him, I'm sure he would appreciate it. But I'll go ahead and drop it in here. That's where I'm going to go hang out for a little bit. And he is streaming Gradius 3, it looks like. Oh, Zach, I wish you would have got to me a second ago. But, well, that's okay. We'll get Katanthi next time. I think I rated him the other night. So we'll mix it up a little bit and do Game Boy Guru. So if you guys want to go, hit him with a YourPlayerTwo raid and say howdy and check out some Gradius, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. I'm going to go over there and do the same while I start wrapping things up here. So you guys all enjoy the rest of your evening. Really appreciate it. Again, hope the rest of your week kind of slides into the weekend very gracefully. CM, enjoy the rest of your night. If you do, need that HD60, man, let me know. And I will see you all later. Have a good evening. See ya.